Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday Sprintacular. I am Gillian St. Kevern, author of Empowering Queer Fantasy That Confounds Expectations. And we've just been joined by Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi. I think my
How are
earbuds are... don't know what's happening. They say they're connected, but then your sound is coming out my speakers.
Weird.
Weird. Let me see if I can figure this out. How are you?
I am not doing great this morning.
Oh, no.
My body is taking its revenge. I've got endometriosis, which means that periods are not a good time for me. But I'm really lucky in that I have the Mirena, which stops my period, which stops my symptoms, which is completely fantastic, except once every 4 years, the month before my Mirena gets replaced, my body is like, oh my God, we can have a period, guys. And it's going all out.
That sucks.
Yeah, it is. It is pulling out all of the stops this time.
And then to celebrate that, you get to have the joy of having your Mirena replaced, which is just horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apologies for that TMI, but
it's not too much information.
but
I applaud your honesty.
I have just taken ibuprofen and boiled the jug to refill my hot water bottle, basically. So that is where I'm at today. And this is sort of added to by the fact that last night at 12:30, somebody set off fireworks or something really loud. I don't know. It was just like I woke up at 12:30 because there was this really loud noise. It was just going boom, 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 like at really regular intervals. But there was none of like the firework crackle. So I was like,
must have been far enough away.
Yeah. I've got no idea what it was, but it happened twice. And it was really hard to get back to sleep after that because like my adrenaline was going. I was like, what the heck?
Lady Wildflower is sending you much digital hugs and hot chocolate from the astral realm of the internet. So,
I have
maybe that will work where the Nurofen has failed.
I have physical hot chocolate to help as well.
Yay!
But yeah, would you mind telling us? Did you introduce yourself?
No, I was wrestling with my sound, which is now functional. Okay, I can introduce myself.
You do
I'm
that.
Amy
I'm going to make my hot water bottle.
Do it. I'm Amy Blythe. I write contemporary romance rom-coms, and I have a standalone sapphic retelling of Jane Austen's Persuasion, a modern one set here in New Zealand. By day, I teach high school English, and yeah, I think that's it. I'm working on Regency romance at the moment, and I've been doing a bit of medical romance, kind of Mills and Boon styles, if they accept me. So yeah, that's me. And I live in the same general region as Gillian in Canterbury. I don't know what else to say. I'm running out of things to. How do you do this by yourself? I'm like, it's been a minute and a half and I've run out of things to say, which is weird for me.
That's a really good introduction. Can I show off? This is the hot water bottle I have.
It's serious business.
It's the only hot water bottle that I could find at Countdown when I was in there. And I don't know whether I like it or not.
That's insane.
I think I do.
I love it.
Yeah, it's like
we don't have any. We have Wheatie bags. Like I have. Let me show you my Wheatie bag collection. Oh, my favorite one's not even in here. So I have a long purple one, which I'm pretty sure I stole from my son.
Yeah.
That was definitely made by him and probably with my mum's help. And I have the little one.
Oh,
And somewhere I
brilliant.
have like a square one that's got like 3 sections. Kind of looks like a you know how you get those ones that you stick on the table, put the hot pot on so you don't damage your tabletop? It looks
Yeah.
like that, but it's like this fat. So
Brilliant.
yeah. We're a Weedy Bag family. We don't have hot water bottles.
Yep. The
It's
house
all well
that
and
I
good
was
until the power dies.
Yeah, the house that I was house sitting at earlier, they don't have a microwave. They are anti-microwave.
I don't
Which
know how people do it.
no, it's really hard because like I like to make leftovers
Yeah.
so that I can just zip it in the microwave and heat it up. But you've got to be really strategic there because you've got to use like a frying pan or an oven for everything. And there's
And some
things
things are much better when they're reheated other ways, not in a microwave. But yeah, no, I am very reliant on microwave. My father-in-law did his PhD in something to do with microwaves, and for years he was opposed, which worries me because I'm like, if you did a PhD in that shit and you were opposed to it, you probably had good reasons, not reasons I understand or anything. But yeah, for you, like my husband's whole childhood, they didn't have a microwave, and then they got one, and now they use it for everything. But yeah. No,
Lady Wildflower has just shared that her dad was anti-microwave until a few months before he passed. He was very funny about them when he came round to them. Her brother's last interaction with him was him texting, asking, "How long do I put my hot chocolate in the pulse weapon?"
Oh my God, the pulse weapon.
Yes. Brilliant.
I do like the idea that the way that a microwave works is by essentially disturbing the molecules until, like there's a part of me that quite likes the fact that I heated up my food by disturbing it. Yeah. Or my coffee. I'm terrible. Yeah. I microwave everything. I have no shame. I microwave my coffee from it. Like, because we make a pot, because Dutch, right? So we make like a pot of perk and then turn it off so it doesn't just sit there stewing and getting slowly more foul and potent and gut rotty. So it just sits there in the pot cold after you've taken your first fresh cup, which is always the nicest one, to be fair. But the rest of it goes cold. And then an hour later or 2 hours or 3 hours later, I just reheat a cup. It tastes fine. I'm just not that much of a... I think discerning taste makes people generally less happy, to be honest.
Yep. Because of my body's current condition, I have not had any coffee since I think Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, not even on Tuesday. I went to the library and I thought on Tuesday, I thought I was well enough to go to the writing group.
Yeah.
But I was just uncomfortable enough that little things like people talking, usually you can ignore that and do work, but I just couldn't. So I ended up coming home after an hour, but I got a hot chocolate while I was there. So
Nice.
I've been on hot chocolates since Tuesday, no caffeine at all.
Oh, so you're going through endometriosis and also caffeine withdrawal at the same time?
Potentially, yeah.
Would not recommend.
No. But I am fully booked in for my Myrina renewal next month. I made a trip to the supermarket for like supplies for this round, and because of that, I have like all the chocolate and heated pads and things I will need for recovery. So yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
The last couple of times, I have one too. The last couple of times I've done it, I've taken like half a day off work and then gone back. Now I'm like, why? Why did I do that to myself? Like, I'm like, because I'm due, must be starting next year. And I'm like, I'm going to take 2 whole days off. Like, why not? It sucks and it hurts. And I have leave. Like, I should use it. Yeah.
Yep. Lady, this is so fascinating. Lady Wildflower says, I was born premature and kept alive with caffeine. It has virtually no effect on me. Wow.
See, I drink so bloody much of it that it kind of doesn't have much of an effect. Like, I can have it at night and still go to sleep, no problem. But if I don't have it, boy, do I know about it. Like, at the times that I am conditioned, 7 a.m., 11 a.m., because that's when morning tea is at a school that I work at. So if I don't have it at that time, I go through withdrawal. So yeah, it definitely does affect me, but I have built up something of a tolerance.
Yeah. So it is Sunday, and on Sundays we generally share kind of where we're at writing-wise. But I think that you arrived on yesterday's stream. You missed the share your achievement for the week, and Lady Wildflower, you weren't here yesterday. So how about instead you guys share your achievement for the week, and then we'll do our warm-up. How does that sound?
Okay. What was yours? I missed it yesterday. Like
my achievement was surviving the week.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I had some big deadlines this week at work, so I haven't been doing much writing. Yesterday, though, just after the stream finished, I finished that read-through edit of the manuscript. But I was like, I don't know. So you know what it's like, Gillian, when you've got like 20 books under your belt, like they're not 20, I don't have 20 published books, but like I've written a lot of books, and you're like, you get through a draft and it's not the final draft, because there are a whole lot of that process was actually putting comments for the next draft.
Yep.
So you're like, well, so I got to the epilogue, so what? I just have to go back to the start and keep going. Like, it's not an achievement, but I should celebrate it like it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like much of an achievement. I had this thought that I might mess with the timeline, like not tell the story in chronological order, and like, yeah, which I love books that do that start right in the middle and then they jump back to the start and then go to the next bit. And it's quite good for stories that need a slow build up to the big events, but the pacing, like, that's true to the story, but it's not fun to read because it's slow.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm wary of completely rearranging the book and having to undo it all.
Yep.
I'm going to think
Lady
about
Wildflower.
it. That's what I'm going to work on.
Yep, Lady Wildflower got a chapter or two done and then planted a raspberry plant that is doing very well already. There are photos of this raspberry plant in the Discord, and I'm glad to hear that it's doing well.
That's so good. I love eating food you plant.
Yes.
Yeah. I have spring onions on my deck, like on the patio veranda. What's the word? I don't know. What's the internationally understood word for deck? Because I know that when I say deck, it sounds like I'm saying dick, and that's hilarious, but probably not helpful. There's a pot with some outside on the wooden thing that has spring onions in it. And I put them on lunch yesterday, and I was like way too excited about the fact that I was eating food I'd grown.
Yep. When I was in Japan, which is a country that is, very, very drug conscious, no tolerance for substance abuse, etc. I was happily telling my American supervisors that the ALT before me had left me their pot plants, and I was looking forward to caring for them.
Sorry, I saw the way that was going.
Yeah.
Not pot.
Apparently they're house plants.
Container. Yeah, pot plants. Plants and pots. Not marijuana necessarily, though they could be. Why not? Minor herbs. and spring onions and weeds. Actually, mostly weeds. Lots of weeds, but not weed.
Oh,
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. We moved house just a few months ago, and we have the most amazing selection of New Zealand native trees. Like there's a Cody, which I didn't know they grew in the South Island. There's like a Rimu, Matai, Tōtara, and there's a Pohutakawa tree.
Oh, brilliant.
But this morning I was like, is that another Pohutakawa? I think we might have two of them. But I'm really not very good at identifying trees. Like other people come in and say, oh, that's a whatever. I'm like, oh, cool. I just believe them because of what do I know? But yeah, I looked at them and went, I think that might be another Pohutakawa tree. I guess we'll find out at Christmas because they flower like bright red at Christmas. I know you know this, Gillian. I just assume that there might be someone on the stream who's not from New Zealand.
Yeah, everyone in the chat right now is a New Zealander, but we have some, it looks like we've got some people watching who aren't active in the chat, so that's all good.
I have YouTube open too, so one of them is me. Well, I just have it open so that I can see the chat as it's happening because it's a bit delayed on the thing.
Yep. By the way, if you are watching the stream and would like to be part of the chat but are unable to join the chat, I am really sorry about that. Maybe a month ago, we got harassed by a bunch of immature kids, and it was very unproductive because it's hard to get any writing done when you're trying to delete comments and ban people. So unfortunately, we had to put this thing in place where you have to be a member for 24 hours before you can comment. So it sucks. I really wish we did not have to do that, but that's what's going on there. So yeah, please stick around.
Join, and then next week you can,
Yep. But yeah, I think we might be ready for the warm-up. I'm just trying to reach my tarot deck. But yeah, we've given Lady Wildflower an earworm with the Pohutakawa tree.
With the Christmas song.
Mm-hmm.
Is that? Yeah. Oh gosh. Do you know what I have in my earworm at the moment is the song. I think it must have been like a reel on Facebook or something of the women's rugby team singing for King Charles. This beautiful waiata. And I don't know this waiata especially well, but my kids know it. So I know the tune and I know 3 of the lines. So I've got it in my head and I'm humming all the bits except for the 3 lines I know over and over and over on a loop. Yeah. It's a great song to have in your head for Te Wiki o Te Reo, which it is.
Yes.
Which is next week, this coming week, starting today, I guess. Yeah.
Have you seen the Mitre 10 ad for Te Wiki o Te Reo? It's really good. It's they're build on your Te Reo. Have you mastered
cool.
Kia? Okay, now try Kia Eho. I'm like, this is so cheesy, but so good. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, I think New Zealanders have a pretty high tolerance for cheesy.
Yep.
As long as you're laughing at yourself, people will laugh.
Yep. Okay. Oh, hey.
All right.
Here is the card that we do not get very often. We've got the High Priestess.
What's the High Priestess all about?
I'm just going to change the ticker. But yeah, we've got a beautiful white tiger just casually resting underneath a crescent moon with a beautiful ball of some kind in front of her, just lovely blues and purples. But let's go. The High Priestess isn't a card I get very often, so I'm diving into the book.
Excellent.
Mystery and Psychic Wisdom.
Ooh.
So the High Priestess sits in stillness, From there, she's able to access realms others pass by without noticing, the vast world of intuition, dreams, and mystery. She uses silence and non-action to harness this power. Sometimes this card appears to remind you to listen more closely to the voice within. Other times, it's a sign to look past the obvious, to find what's being kept secret or hidden within a given situation. Acknowledge the shadows. So that's a very cool card with a very cool message.
That feels really like what I'm thinking about with rearranging my book.
Oh, brilliant.
Like, you know, look past the obvious, go for the what's hidden in the story. Oh, scary. I don't actually think I want to do it because it's such an enormous amount of work, but
Yeah.
Maybe I should.
Okay. Oh, this is
5 minutes.
smart. I actually charge my phone so that I can do the timers. Brilliant. Okay,
Nice.
5 minutes. Oh, basically, the warm-up is just 5 minutes of writing. You can use this as a prompt. You can completely ignore it. The idea is just to turn off our inner editor, force ourselves to write for 5 minutes to get into the creative flow and get ourselves ready for the work we're about to do. So yeah. Okay, 5 minutes starting now. Okay, that was the end of our 5-minute warm-up. I got most of the column there. Kind of
Nice.
thinking about what's happening in my current work in progress.
Yeah. I was thinking about what it would take practically to do this whole rearranging thing. I think I probably want to look at some of the notes from conference on trope architecture. Did you go to that one with Becca Syme?
Yes, that was really good.
Yeah, it was good, eh? Yeah. So I'm just thinking about, like, because this book that I'm working on is a marriage of convenience story. And my first draft started at the wedding, or just like straight after the wedding, because they didn't really know each other before the wedding. So I was like, I'll just jump in. But then I got some feedback that was like, no, I think we want to see the lead up to that. But then and now I'm worried it slowed it down too much at the start. But yeah, I'm like, maybe I want to start the book later and then jump back to how they first met. And yeah, I don't know where I want to start yet. So maybe I think I'd probably need to look at things like just some different plotting things. And then I happened to turn my head, and down of my bookcase right here, I saw this book, which I haven't read in years. Like, it would have been one of the first writing craft books that I read. But Elizabeth George is a crime novelist. And maybe I need to think about narrative structures that aren't always common. Because romances are usually chronological, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have a look at this.
That would be.
What are you working on at the moment, Gillian?
I'm trying to finish my Has Been Hotel fanfic.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if I told the stream about this yesterday, but this is Silent Hill inspired. Silent Hill has more than one ending. I'm currently writing the bad ending.
Oh, yeah.
Which not enjoying at all. But I
do you cheat on one project with the other? Okay.
Oh, I might do that if I get stuck, but I used the warm-up to kind of hash out what's happening, what I need to do in the story at the moment. So I think I should be okay, but I am really tempted to start work on the good ending.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a believer in cheating on one project with another one. Unless you have a deadline, obviously, but different if you have like an external deadline. But I don't have those for my writing generally. I have self-imposed ones, but yeah.
Yeah. I have gone ahead and changed the ticker to 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
I am going to go and find my notes from conference so I can.
Yeah, Lady Wildflower has a few side fics. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a fan fiction that I'm probably 1 to 2 chapters away from finishing. I haven't touched it in a week. But I'm like, I will. I want to finish it. Like, I want to write the next chapter. But while my energy is for my own writing, I'm like, I'm not going to force myself to go write fan fiction. Sometimes I'll do the other way, but yeah. I'm always telling my students, just chase your joy, right? Like, if you want to write a thing, write that. Don't try and force yourself to write something else.
Yep. I was just laughing at Lady Wildflower's comment here. One of the side fics is a werewolf AU, and she's saying, how do I have werewolf AUs in my work packed with werewolves already? More werewolves, which obviously, werewolves,
I
Lady
mean,
Wildflower
chase your
story.
joy.
Yeah.
Why would you do
Brilliant.
anything else? Like, God, we write for fun. Like,
Yes.
why would you write something that's not fun?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think because even, we write for money and other reasons, but like, if you're not enjoying it, no one's going to enjoy it.
Can I just say, Lady Wildflower is cracking me up this morning. You get lycanthropy. You get lycanthropy. Everyone gets lycanthropy.
I'm hearing it in Oprah's voice.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Oh, this is yes.
It's quite hard to imagine Oprah saying lycanthropy.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm picturing it really hard. I'm really trying.
Okay. I'm really excited to get to work now. So I'm going to mute myself and have music on.
Nice.
But yes.
I'll put on a timer too, so that if you don't hear yours.
Oh, thank you. That's a really good plan. Okay.
Although my inner clock at this point, as we discovered yesterday, is pretty good.
Yep. 20 minutes starting now.
That's time.
There we go.
How'd you get on?
Pretty good, I think. I wrote words. I wrote 214 words, which I thought I'd written more than that, but it is.
Hey, that's great.
It is a very. It is an emotional moment, and I also want to wrap it up and end the chapter here on a soft note. And these characters are emotionally stunted idiots. So
are they realizing that?
Difficult. Well, one of them is basically like, I've become concerned for your well-being, which is massively inconvenient, but it is what it is. And the other one is like, that I should feel insulted, but the fact that he's complaining about this makes it real, and I'm actually really touched and in tears. And he's like, "Oh no, you're leaking everywhere. You're such a mess. Stop it." Which, when someone tells you stop crying, does it make you stop crying?
Doesn't help, no. It's like when they tell you to calm down, you're just going to get more angry.
Yeah.
We've just been watching as a family. We're rewatching Ted Lasso. Have you ever seen it?
Yep. No.
All these hyper masculine footballers who don't show emotion, and then they're all like gooey and crying. It's so good. And like they're like, then I went and forgive him. Now I'm real angry. Like angry that he forgave someone, because like, how dare I? Like, you know, like they're like becoming like emotionally mature and dealing with their shit, and they're real pissed about that.
Yeah, who wouldn't be?
It's quite good. Yeah, no, Roy Kent is quite a contradictory character, and I'm so there for it. I love it.
Yep. Lady Wildflower is now set up to write the next chapter, and there's some knitting and baking, which fantastic.
Excellent.
I'm going to try an experiment next. Next sprint, I'm going to move onto the sofa with Current Dog, who her family left this morning, and she is not happy. So I'm going to go and see if I can
show us some love.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, I spent that whole writing sprint looking at quotes, because you know how sometimes in books you have quotes at the top of the chapter? I love that. But then there's part of me that's like, this is not the time to be doing that. So I am not going to do that for the next sprint. I'm going to park that and get back to my replotting. It's weird. The book's already written. So it's like, if I replot it, I can rearrange things, and it could be like done. You know, like other than like a little fiddle here and there to smooth over a transition. Usually when you plot, you don't have a whole book written yet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, written, and it's already been through a whole round of edits. Like, so I kind of know what this needs to do. I feel like I'm doing the first step in writing a book right at the end. It's quite bizarre.
Yep. So sometimes that happens. Vampire's Relic. I kind of had the plot, but I didn't know what Hester's character arc was until I wrote the final chapter and realized this is where she needed to be. So, yeah. Lady Wildflower, I love your character making his first train trip. That is so cute and sweet and wholesome. It's just,
nice.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Nice. Let's start our next sprint, and I will see if I can find a nice cozy place that I can settle in with the dog.
Nice. Okay. Shall we set another 20-minute timer?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go. Hello.
Okay, that is the end of our second sprint, I think. So I went and I sat down on the sofa next to the dog, and she got up and moved into the next room.
I can relate to the dog. I totally do that. My children come sit near me and I'm like, I'm going to sit here for like 3 minutes until it feels like it's not about you being here, and then I'm going to walk away. I'm so like, I don't get enough alone time. I'm just easily like, it sounds really bad, doesn't it? Like, yeah, no,
It's totally
off I go.
understandable.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can. Okay, there she is. See that little white and grey thing on the bed down there in the corner?
Yeah.
That's Phoebe.
Yeah.
So
She's like,
I'm
you're not the person I was looking for. You'll
yeah,
win her over.
she's but yeah. The first day it's always so sad because the dogs are just like, where are my people? And cats do not care.
No.
But yep. I've already given her some sneaky treats that she may or may not be allowed.
This is on camera.
Oh, these are treats that are okay by her owners, but she's supposed to work for them. And I consider being sad because your owners have gone working for them. They may disagree.
Yeah. Well, also you have to win her over, right?
Yeah.
So it's more you're working for them.
Yeah, do you know what? That is a very good point. Okay, so it is 10:23. Generally at 10:30 we stop for our morning tea break.
For our break.
Yeah, shall
Why don't
we
we stop
start
until
early?
Yeah.
That
Like
is exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And yep, do you know what? Your Phoebe is definitely working the heartstrings. So that
Away sulk
counts.
in the corner. Far
Yep.
out. All right. I'll see you soon.
Yes. I need to change the text. But yeah, back soon with snacks. Okay, I am back. I gave Phoebe a treat, and she was watching me as I moved around the kitchen. I think she has warmed very slightly towards me. Phoebe and I have met before. I have even taken her for a walk, which actually, I think after the stream finishes, after lunch, we could go for a little walk together, and I think she will enjoy that. It'll be a really good distraction, and then we should have a really nice afternoon together. I do love the many details of your world here. My nephew has an Albert Einstein plushie. It's just like one of the earliest toys that he was ever given. I don't know if he knows who Albert Einstein is or why he has his song, but yeah, he makes me happy every time I see him. But yep, there's a really cute cartoon of a dog going, "This is my toy. I love my toy. I love it more than anything." And then it's like, "I love it so much I must destroy it." And it's very, very cute.
I said it rings true. What have you got for a snack for morning tea?
On Thursday, when I was having a very bad day, my friend did an emergency grocery run for me and got me the salad of crackers and apple juice, which are like go-to things when I can't eat anything else. And so now that I'm feeling better, I can actually put cheese on the crackers, which is highly exciting.
Oh, cheese and crackers. I went full Hobbit and got myself a second breakfast.
Oh, brilliant.
An omelette on Vogels.
Yes.
And ibuprofen because I have a headache. And half and half fizzy water and Feijoa kombucha.
Brilliant. Hilariously, I have discovered Hermitcraft, which is a shared Minecraft server, where the members of the server, the hermits, do amazing. They're all people who do like amazingly detailed builds. And there's this one guy, Grian, and his friend Mumbo, and they joke that they share a brain cell. And I'm just watching in season 9, which I just finished watching, Grian decided to create a starry sky in his base. And Mumbo, without any consultation between them, Mumbo independently came up with the idea of creating the night sky in his base. And it was very funny when they realized they both had the same idea. And then
I love that.
You know, yeah, anyway, I'm currently watching season 7, and Grian has decided that he's going to go full on Hobbit, and he's created a Hobbit hole. He's like, we're 3 sessions in, and someone in his comment section is like, "Hey, do you know this jungle that you're living in? Mumbo has put his base in the same jungle." And Grian goes all around the jungle looking for Mumbo, discovers that Mumbo has built his base just like over the back of Grian's. They're both completely unaware of the fact that they're basically next door to each other. Mumbo has also built a Hobbit hole.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Bizarre. I love that. Parallel like ideas, you know, when like 2 people invent something at the same time on opposite sides of the world. Because that's like something that has happened multiple times in history. Yeah, absolutely.
And Lady Wildflower is following Mumbo, Scar, Gemini, Tay, and Pearl, which means nothing to you, Amy, but makes me very excited. Good times with Scar. He is just so wholesome. I love him to bits. I haven't explored Gemini, Tay, and Pearl, except when they kind of wander into their, other streams that I'm following. But like, I tend to like follow one person, go through all of their seasons, and then move on to the next person. So I'm doing season 7 Grian. Then I'm going to watch it from Scar's point of view, and then Mumbo's, and then branch out from there. But yes, sorry about that diversion.
I'm used to it. I just through the wall behind my laptop screen is my 13 and almost 14-year-old son, who is 100% playing Minecraft for the second day straight. And upstairs is my husband, who is also playing Minecraft for the second day straight. So
do they have like a shared world, or are they like playing in individual worlds?
No, because despite the fact I'm constantly hearing Minecraft talk, I don't take it in very much. My brain just goes, you don't need that. Off you go. No, Louis is playing in a shared world with his mates. But it's the version where if you die, you don't lose your stuff.
Yep.
Whereas my husband is like, well, that's some bullshit. If you die in real life, you lose your stuff. So if you die in Minecraft, you should have to at least go back and find it. So they can't play in the same world because they can't agree on how the rules should be.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. So.
Yes. They've set keep inventory to true. I was thinking that. I did not say that, but I was thinking that. I love how easy they've made it to do that now. You can set when you create a new world, you can go in and set that immediately. But yes, let's take pity on Amy and jump into a new stream.
I'm fine. Everyone's happy, like happy and doing creative things. And like Louis also, like I can hear him right now, despite the fact I have both my earbuds in, talking to his friends who are also playing in the same world. But what's lovely is that they're friends from primary school and they haven't been at the same school together now for 3 years. But they still hang out online all the time. They see each other in real life too, but not as much. But I swear it's like because of shared online gaming, which isn't limited to Minecraft, but it's like
my first
so
Minecraft experience. Me and a friend in Japan got into it together. We lived in the same prefecture, but our towns were like maybe a 40-minute drive from each other. And at that point, I didn't drive. So after school, we would come home, we'd jump into our shared world and build together. So that was like our social thing.
Yeah. I've just seen Lady Wildflower's comment about the microwave being invented twice, but one of them was to resurrect frozen hamsters. Like, bring back to life? Did it work? I'm sorry, I'm really curious. I mean, I get that you can be like semi-dead because you're so cold and then you can be revived. But by a microwave? I don't know what the yes is to. You have to type it again if it worked. That is insane.
Oh,
I'm still waiting on the second yes. Did it work? Did a hamster live? Oh my gosh. I'm going to mute myself so that I can eat my omelette and you all don't have to hear me eating my omelette. On which note shall we go into the second stream while I'm hanging out for Lady Wildflower to answer my question?
I think that is a good plan. I will also mute myself so you don't get cracker noises. But yeah, 25 minutes
I like cracker
starting
noises
now.
are like crunchy and dry, whereas omelette noises are like moist and gross. Oh, wait, here we go. We have an answer. Before we go, hold on. The previous method of resurrecting them was used heating elements which gave them horrible burns. So one scientist suggested magnetic diathermy, in other words, a primitive microwave. It worked! Oh my gosh. Okay, you've made my day. All right, muting myself. Let's do another sprint. 20 minutes, yeah?
25 minutes starting
25.
now. Okay.
That's 25.
It is. During that 25 minutes, my HelloFresh order arrived. So I went outside to bring it in, and the delivery guy was still sort of parked in his car at the end of the driveway, so he hadn't quite left yet. And Phoebe ran outside to investigate him. So I had a
Excellent.
momentary panic.
Oh, gosh.
As I ran after her and brought her back inside, but we seem to be friendlier now that we have, between us, chased off a delivery guy.
Oh, shared enemy.
Yes. So she is.
I mean, not that delivery people are our enemies. In fact, I love them. But
Yeah.
except when the trolley thing goes a little bit awry and tips over all my groceries, and then I'm like, that's my bread you just squished.
Yep.
Living on a hill.
Yes. But yeah, she is sitting up and looking at me and perking her ears up when I say her name. So I feel like we are
You bonded.
we are bonding. Yes.
She now knows that you will protect the fortress from intruders. Yeah.
Yep.
Therefore, you're not an intruder.
Yes. So it is. I have added 847 words total this morning.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I've wrapped up the previous chapter and I am 625 words into this chapter. I'm thinking I might post the previous chapter so that I get that boost of the comments.
I'm such a comment slut. I love it.
Yes. But yeah, I also need a bathroom break. So I think start the next sprint and just get straight back into doing all the things.
Should we do 25 again?
Yes. Yes, let's
Cool.
do that.
Let's do that. All right. On your marks. Go.
25 minutes, go. Okay, that seems to be sprint number 4.
Nice.
Yeah. I am
How are you
at
doing?
1,279 words for the day.
Well done. Cracked the 1K.
Yeah.
Always the one. I have made a trope architecture drawing.
Oh, brilliant.
And I have done my plot points. And I have figured out my internal and external goals. I mean, I know all this already. I'm just like, why am I writing it in different ways? I'm waiting for lightning to strike, to be honest. I'm waiting for that moment of me going, oh, that's where it starts. Because I kind of want to do that thing where you start in the middle and then you jump back to the beginning. So, you start with the scene that actually happens halfway through the story. Then you jump back to the start and then you go there and then there and then there.
Yep.
Yeah, so but it means you kind of need 2 stories, and I don't know if this book has like 4 things going on, which is possibly too many. But yeah, maybe I need to plot out each story. That's what I need to do. There, lightning just struck. I just got it. I need to plot out them as separate stories, and then figure out how they intertwine. Yeah,
Brilliant.
that's what I need to do. I need to plot out all the other B, C, and D plot. Yeah.
Yep. Lady Wildflower was completely distracted by her D&D character's next outfit. Maggie is reorganizing the house for fall and is now back to editing.
Nice.
Welcome, Maggie. Maggie, apologies. Last weekend, Maggie was kind enough to send me an arc of her newest release. I have had the most awful week, Maggie, and I have not even opened it. So, but I'm actually, it could be a really good thing for me to do while I'm on the sofa this afternoon. I intend to spend all of the afternoon on the sofa with the dog, hopefully. So,
That
yeah.
sounds very wise.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have anything planned for the afternoon. I'm reading a book called Romantic Comedy by Curtis Sissenfeld, I think, set in a fictional version of Saturday Night Live. And the character's a writer for Saturday Night Live, but it's not called that. And I'm really enjoying that. And I probably could just sit on the sofa and read that all afternoon quite happily. Yeah, I don't know. There might be a board game. There's often a board game in our house.
Yeah. I am actually thinking that I might, for our next stream, today's lunch is a veggie roast. Well, it involves roast veggies, so I might get that started now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm starting the ibuprofen and Panadol are not quite doing it, and I can't take more yet. So I think I need to do something that's not sitting down.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, let's.
Sorry, I'm feeling so crap.
Oh, it only happens once every 4 years. That's what I keep telling myself.
This particular brand of pain only happens once every 4 years.
Yeah. Let's do 20 minutes to get us to the end of the stream. And
Perfect.
20 minutes starting now.
That is our 20 minutes. All right, that went fast. I managed to write out one of my subplots, which, like, half of which happens before the book even starts. So I don't even know how much of that I want to include. I presume Gillian is chopping veggies. How's it going?
Good. Apologies for being late back. I had to wash my hands.
All right. Nice.
Yeah. Veggies are chopped. I have been accumulating garlic cloves with my HelloFresh boxes because they're like mash and finely diced garlic, and I just have a jar of minced garlic instead. So
because one of these things is so much easier than the other.
Yes.
And then you don't want your hands smelling like garlic when you're eating like chocolate biscuits.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wait until I have a recipe that calls for roast pitches, and then I throw the roast veggies, and I should throw the garlic in there.
Whole, yeah. Nice.
Yep. Maggie, I've had a really rough week health-wise, but that should be coming to an end soon, in theory.
Predictability of hormones.
Yep.
I was trying to do the math in my head this morning while I was lying in bed. I was like, am I going to have PMS this week on top of everything else? Or is that next week? Or is it when I have to take students up to Auckland next weekend? That would be terrible timing. It's like, oh, I never write these things down. I probably should.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's been quite some fun activity in the Discord that I've missed. There is an amazing cat picture, a Jamie comment, and then the D&D character's potential new look, which is rather amazing. So
nice.
yeah,
I haven't got it open today.
Great distractions all around. Thanks, Maggie. It was a rough week, but I did have some lovely friends who bought me supplies and stuff, and I learned an important lesson about listening to my body. And it was good to have a reminder of why I choose the Myrina and that I am not over exaggerating things, that no, this is actually really crappy. And I cannot.
But you forget pain.
Lose an entire week. Yeah.
You can't remember pain, which is probably like a good thing, but when you make decisions based on pain that you've forgotten the intensity of, yeah, it's not good. Yeah. Well, I have used a lot of paper today. Those already existed, but all of this,
Maggie, that does sound wonderful.
Is today's things. And
good job.
Have I made any decisions? No. But our prompt at the start, just let's go for a cyclical structure for our stream in the absence of me having a structure for my book, was the High Priestess, and it was all about like non-action and looking past the obvious to what is secret and acknowledging the shadows and stillness and waiting for an answer to appear. So it's kind of what I'm doing, I guess.
Yep.
Getting a hand cramp from writing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kind of suspect that now that you have like done all of this work and gotten these issues sort of front of mind, as you go on with the rest of your day, you will be cycling somewhere, you'll be in the shower, you'll be mid board game with your family, and you will suddenly have another bolt of lightning.
Yeah, and then everyone will have to wait while I go and write down my idea. Yeah, well, I've written down one of my subplots, and I have two others. One that's barely a plot, it's more of just a wound, but that isn't as complicated. But there is another subplot that I probably need to write out in full, and then I can start matching things up. I have my whiteboard with which I have all my story scenes on from, but it's a different book that's on there, and it's a book that's currently with an editor, and I'm like, I don't want to take it off the whiteboard because that feels like it would be jinxing it, and therefore would need massive rewrites if I take it off the whiteboard, which is what I will use to do massive rewrites if they're required. But I feel like if I leave it on the whiteboard, it won't need it.
Yeah.
So I could use the back of the whiteboard for this one.
Oh.
But, well, yeah, I could. I don't know. It's 2 weeks till the school holidays, and I feel like I need to. Well, I'm going on a writing retreat, not next weekend, but the one after. And I'm like, excellent. I want to have all of the decisions made before that, so that then I can put them all. I can do the work, you know. Yeah, but it's also possible that in that time I'll hear back from Harlequin, and then I might need to just put pause on this book and do editing for them. So that would be best case scenario, really. So again, I probably should just act as if that's not going to happen, and then it might happen.
Yep. Maggie
I don't even know if I believe in that stuff.
Oh, it immediately it's going to happen. On Wednesday, I was well enough to go to the supermarket, and I was in the pharmacy aisle, and I was like, should I get more ibuprofen? No, because I'm already over the worst of this, and I won't need any.
Precisely.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yes, Maggie has 5 shorts that she needs to write and record for the character randomizer, but would rather be editing Pagosa Cliff series or Relic of Time series. So Maggie is spoiled for choice there. I need to continue cooking lunch.
Nice.
I've got
our buns yesterday with like a fake chicken stuff that was like gooey and sticky and good, but there's a tiny bit left over. I might have to have that for lunch.
Brilliant. I've got like a few HelloFresh meals sort of building up because I was too sick to eat this week. But I'm like, I'm going to do today is going to be like, I'm going to cook 2 HelloFresh meals so that I have leftovers.
Nice.
And then I can just do 1 fresh meal and a leftover for the rest of the week.
Nice.
Yep.
So do you make a HelloFresh meal last 2 meals?
I get it for 2 people. They don't do it for 1 person, so I get it for 2 so that I can always have a leftover. Sometimes the leftovers can do 3 meals, but yeah.
Nice.
Yep. But yes, I will. Yeah, let's say goodbye in the stream here. But thank you for joining us. Thank you, Amy, for jumping in as co-host.
Thanks for having me. I won't be along next week because I'll be up in Auckland with 4 teen poets.
That's so cool.
At the Auckland Slam.
Yep. Oh, have an amazing time, and everyone else, thank you for your company as well, and see you in the Discord and back here next weekend. Yeah.
Mā te wā.
Mā te wā. Bye.
Bye.